Welcome back to another video, guys. This one's a little bit weird. I'm not really filming a whole lot just because I don't have a tripod here. If you guys watched my last video, you guys saw that I'm getting a shop. We have been doing so much work, and it's kind of like a lot of the work is just building that one wall. It's like we do 2 days of insulating. There's nothing to film there, so that's why I didn't post last week, and I'm sorry about that. So as you guys saw, I went and got a U-Haul trailer. I've been kind of spending the day just moving stuff in there, and it's really hard when it's just me, because a lot of this stuff is super heavy. So a lot of this stuff, like the toolboxes, is in. I don't have the top section of the toolbox, but I got the toolbox, the welder, all my welding stuff in that bucket. Just buckets of stuff, because for me to lift the toolbox into here, I had to make sure it was fully empty. So there's gonna be a lot of organizing stuff once we get there. But here's all the stuff that was inside. Got my torque wrenches, breaker bars, sockets, everything like that. I haven't even started touching the Milwaukee tools yet. Everything is just a total disaster in here. So I'm just gonna put this camera down. I'm gonna try and get everything into the trailer, and I'll give you guys an update then. All right, it looks like an absolute bomb has came through here, but that should be everything. I know that toolbox is gonna stay. A lot of this stuff is gonna stay because at the end of the day, my grandpa and my dad both use this garage if they need to, so I need to leave them with some stuff. And there is quite a few things that we don't need there yet, but I'll show you what we got. We have all of my hand tools inside here. The top of the toolbox, bottom of the toolbox, all my Milwaukee tools, just random stuff like that. This is like oil, lube, paint, stuff like that. This was everything that was in the bottom and the side cabinet of my toolbox. We got pressure washer, cleaning supplies, just some random parts, storage, jack stands, random metal, my welder. Basically everything I own to work on a car. Now it's time to head to the new shop. All right, we just got here. I backed the trailer in right through there, all the way up, and I did it first try.
This is my favorite feature.
What?
Do you have a key?
Yep, we do have a key, and here's the door. That's a sweet feature. Now that I got the tripod, I'm gonna get it set up, and we can start unloading. All right, as you guys can tell, it's obviously the next day. I am in my dad's truck because my Jeep just doesn't hold much stuff, and we needed 2x4s and plywood. So after I unloaded everything from the trailer, I just put everything into the one corner, loaded up my toolbox, and then we just called it a day there. I just wanted to return the trailer. There just wasn't a whole lot to do. Now I just picked up an absurdly amount, money-wise, worth of lumber. I picked up 14 2x4s and 2 pieces of 1/2-inch ply, and it came out to $350. That is absolutely insane, bonkers. It's been a long time, and they said the prices have even came down, but that just blows my mind. But now we got the stuff to build the bench. All right, this is what I got. Here's 14 2x4s, and then right over here on top of all the existing plywood, that's not all mine, only the 2 sheets up here. So this one and that one right there. So today we're gonna be building a bench, and it's gonna be on that wall, basically from that little corner right there, all the way up to there, and then just a little bit that way. First, let's get this whole area cleaned up. All right, now that everything is cleared except for the toolbox, I kind of got to figure out where I want it. So from that area, like this part that goes down over to there, that's 16 feet. So I don't really want to mess with that sizing too much. So I think I want to keep the toolbox on that side, or if I do put it in the side, put it like close up there. I don't want to take up like actual workspace here. That's what I like about putting it there, because the amount of room from there over to here is endless. There, I'm constricted to 16 feet. So I got to think if I want it center, left, right, or kind of put it right in that corner that way. What do you think?
I'm just trying to close the door as quietly as I possibly can.
I just don't want to take up workspace side to side. You know what I'm saying?
Because the sink's gonna go here.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that far.
So I'd say put the toolbox there.
Braden brought up a good point. If we put the toolbox kind of right where he's standing, yeah, it takes up space from there to there, but we can have the back of the wheels right there, and then the front can be like way up here. Like I basically have until this door, so I have all of that room. And even then, it looks kind of small on camera. Braden, go stand in the middle. Like, no, yeah. Now do your arm span. So that's 6.5 feet.
6.9 feet.
Almost, yeah, 6.9 feet. So there's tons of room there. And yeah, I could have the front of the Jeep right here.
Yeah.
And
as
then,
long as basically this door, like as long as we have like a straight path.
oh yeah, for sure. I would never
the
come
door,
further out than that.
That's all we need, because we
Yeah.
just gotta store all the wood and shit there.
Yeah. The Jeep working area is basically right where that concrete wall and like the wall that we built up to there. So there's tons of room that way. And yeah, we'll build the bench that way. As I'm doing all this stuff, Braden on his side is building his tool bench. So his was upstairs. His basically fits right where it needs to go. He might just have to do minor adjustments just to the size. His is gonna be a little bit different than how I wanna do mine. So his is gonna have 4 legs and it's not really attached to the wall. Behind this wall, there is 2x4s. So I'm thinking I might just kind of screw into that if I can and have the back of the bench attached to this wall. I took a few measurements. Now I guess the next thing to do is start cutting pieces. And then this bench should be able to hold as much weight as I'll ever throw on. I also have a laser level that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna set it up, and then that way I can get it as level as possible. Gotta mount it on my tripod, set it right height. The whole back is almost so close to being dead level everywhere. So now I just gotta match the front edge of it. But before I do that, I just wanna build some legs in the back just to get those done so I don't have to crawl in there later. Alright, all of the framing is basically done. Now I just want to add a few support pieces. One that goes from inside there, over there, and then this one, right there to there. All right, now this is it fully framed. I just need to add a little bit more just for shelving. I don't have the wood here, so we're not even gonna worry about it. But I got everything ready to put the plywood on top. All right, I just got that one final last piece. I just wanted to show you guys Braden's side because his side is done, but this is his. His looks really good. So this is 17 feet long. And then he's got like 1/8 plate on top. So that's definitely something I'd want to look into in the future. But for now, I'm not going to do it just because metal is so expensive right now. But his toolbox fits right underneath perfectly. He doesn't have any shelving. That's just because he can just jam whatever he wants underneath. You could put a motor on a pallet underneath. You could put totes, you could put whatever you want under there. It's super versatile. And then yeah, here's my side. This thing's just some scrap lumber that I'm just pulling apart. But then here's the bench. It's almost done. I really wish it would show how big it is because this is actually really big. Not as big as the one I had at my old house, but the space here is so much bigger. That's a lot. All right, this is it fully done now. I think it turned out really good. I got a few other things that I want to add, like maybe some hooks, add some lights. I got to finish the shelving. I just put a front and a back piece on. That way I can still put like a little container on there. And it's just like a lot of minor things. I want to add like a little 2x6 at the back. That's why I left it that big. Just as a kind of like a stopper wall, just because this thing is corrugated. So things could fall behind. But if I put like a 2x6 standing up, it kind of like blocks all this off. So now I just got to start putting everything away. I got the toolbox. I got just so much stuff. So you guys are going to see, I'm going to load it up kind of how I'd want to do it. I'd have to take everything back off eventually just to fix the shelving, but I just want to make it look good right now. All right, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a little tour. So starting on the left-hand side, we got just a box of new parts for the Jeep. We got the creeper, the welder, then not a whole lot. Jack stands, oil cleanup stuff, oil can, 2 bins full of stuff that I gotta figure out where it goes. I haven't fully decided yet. I know it either needs to go inside the toolbox or somewhere on the bench. Haven't figured it out, so I'll deal with that another time. We got some cool lights that I had installed in my last garage, the one at my house. You guys saw me install these. I snagged 2 of them, so we're gonna install them somewhere up on the wall or something like that. Fire extinguisher, because I do start fires every once in a while. Organization kits, funnels, just random stuff that was inside my toolbox, some other tools. Scrap metal, that's all stainless. I want to learn how to weld stainless a lot more. I've learned it in school. Then I got a bunch of stainless underneath the toolbox. Now we got the toolbox, pressure washer, car wash stuff. When I say it like that, it doesn't sound like I have a lot of stuff, but there is quite a bit of stuff. It's just now that there's so much room, it doesn't look like it. So we got it done and it's getting pretty late here. I think we're just gonna call it a night. Just want to finish tidying up. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you guys have any ideas on good storage, space management, or just anything that would look cool in here. I want to get just something to make this wall less like a blank wall, but I also don't want it too crowded. I'm thinking maybe a shelf over top, and I got the lights down there. And I could do all like my oils and paints and stuff up there. I don't know. I want you guys to tell me to decide. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.